Hello, one and all. This is WellArmedWithTacos, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This is Let's Play something Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War Soulstorm. Soulstorm is the sequel to Dark Crusade. It's basically Dark Crusade, but more, with the introduction of a new map that has you jumping from planet to planet instead of just one continent, so to speak. And also introduces two new races into the fray. One of which, as you can see here, is the Sisters of Battle. The other one is the Dark Eldar. If you've seen my Dawn of War Dawn of War? Well, it is Dawn of War. If you've seen my Dark Crusade campaign, you'll know more or less what this is about and what we're doing. If you haven't seen that, this is a RTS, a real-time strategy game based in the 40k universe. And in my opinion, the original Dawn of War games, I think it's 4 of them. The first one, Winter Assault, Dark Crusade, and Soulstorm. I think that's just 4 of them. Are the best the series ever got. I'm a big fan of these games, and I've played a lot of Soulstorm in the skirmish and in the multiplayer, but I have yet to play it in the campaign. I wanted to save that for the channel, and here we are. So, we're probably going to get a cutscene. Nope, no cutscene yet. So, as I said, this is an RTS. It is not an RTS that contains pause mechanics. It is real time, so we're going to have to think quickly and on our feet. And let's go ahead and click New Game. And we can pick either easy, normal, or hard. We're going to pick normal.
It was the sudden appearance of a warp storm at the Kaurava System's outer edge that first caught the attention of the Imperium. And not just the Imperium. After hundreds of years under the neglectful watch of the Imperial Guard, nearly every force in the galaxy would descend upon the planets of Kaurava, bent only on domination and victory. 3 races had long dwelled in there. The Imperial Guard, its supposed rulers, the Orc tribes of Kaurava II, which the Guard had never successfully put down, and the Necron, who had slept undisturbed for untold millennia beneath Kaurava III. Where the Chaos Marines came from, or how, none can say. Did the Warp Storm bring them, or did they bring the Warp Storm? Both appeared suddenly on Kaurava IV, and in an eye blink, half the system's Imperial forces were gone, killed or claimed by the madness of chaos. In quick succession, the others flocked to Kaurava. The Space Marines, the Imperium's super soldiers, descended on Kaurava II, planning to finally cleanse the system, both of the troublesome Orcs and the Chaos Marines, the sworn mortal enemies. The Tau appeared next, not far above, on one of the planet's moons. In the interests of protecting its ordered empire from the effects of human folly, the Tau came seeking to contain the Warp Storm, and in so doing, expand the territory's border. On their moon, they built a mighty fortress, and there forged a space cannon capable of interplanetary devastation. Among the wastes of Kaurava III, the Necrons, perhaps awakened by the disruptive forces of the Warp Storm, slowly massed their lethal legions. In quick response, webway gates, long unused, flickered to life, and Eldar poured forth, ready to battle their dark, death-dealing adversaries. Meanwhile, in the shadow of an ancient portal gate, the Dark Eldar slipped stealthily out of the murky depths of the webway. They would be like carrion birds, flying above the battlefield, and when all were weary from the fight, make the battlefield into a feasting ground. Last to arrive, and perhaps most to be feared, were the Sisters of Battle, holy maidens and bearers of the God Emperor's faith. They had come to cleanse the system of corruption and filth. Their faith left them fanatical, unafraid of death and zealous in their cause. Nothing here was clean. All must be purged. Now, war rages anew, and only the victorious may write their history. Only the victorious will claim the planets of Kaurava.
Man, I don't know about you, but as a Warhammer 40K fan, that whole thing, that gets my blood pumping. Beautiful. Beautiful. A+. I have not seen that cutscene before. I did not watch it before I recorded this. So, cool. A couple of things. I have gotten some preemptive warnings about Soulstorm from some friends who have played it. And there's two warnings I kind of want to go over for the course of this Let's Play. Just more or less to let you, the audience, know that I am aware of them already. Firstly, do you remember in Dark Crusade how certain territories gave you access to certain privileges? Some armies started with a certain privilege, some didn't. That is the same way in Soulstorm, except those privileges belong to a race at the beginning of the game. Every race starts with a privilege, and that is the bonus power listed here. So, you're not going to be able to claim territory to get that thing until you've annihilated that race from the game. So the advantage you get at the start is really, really important. And unfortunately, some of the advantages are just way better than others. For example, forward bases are really good if you play Sisters, because forward bases is the one where you can preemptively build buildings on a map you haven't been to using requisition points, and that's really good. The other thing I have been warned about is the missions in which you have to undergo to annihilate a race from the game. I've been told a lot of them are really, really hard. And that's what scares me a little bit about the fact that I'm doing this on normal difficulty. How dare me not pick easy. Some of these missions, when we get to that point, I've been told are going to be really stressful. So when we get to that point, we'll see what we can do. But the thing about RTSs like this is more than any of the other kinds of Let's Plays I do, they're the kind where I can't really promise I'm going to win. There's a very real chance I will get overwhelmed and lose this thing. Although I'm normally the type where if I fail a mission, I'll reload until I get it right. But if I get to a mission that I just can't do, like one of the missions in Dark Crusade, that freaking orc map, I might have to look up a walkthrough to get some tips, just to cheese it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So now we are at the all-important step of picking a race. The game defaults to Systems of Battle here. And our bonus power is forward bases. If we go downwards all the way to the other end, we can play the Tau. Bonus power, Arca Space Cannon. I'm assuming everyone here is relatively familiar with the lore of these races. So, if you'd like, you can pause the video and read these little boxes here, but I will not be doing so. I will just go over the bonus powers. We can play Space Marines. Bonus power, Deep Strike Squads. That's pretty helpful. Sisters, we've already been through. Orcs. Their bonus power is fast population growth. Kind of makes sense. And the orc is off-center. That bothers me. I can't move the camera. Necrons. Bonus power, recover lost forces. Again, very much makes sense for Necrons. The Imperial Guard, bonus power, decreased production costs, so it's cheaper for them to make things. We have the Eldar, bonus power, increased movement speed. Yeah, if that doesn't scream Eldar, I don't know what does. Dark Eldar, free Ancient Gate travel. What does free Ancient Gate travel mean? Well, Ancient Gate is the way we're going to be planet hopping, because like I said, the continents are now on planets instead of a single planet, so we're going to have to hop from place to place, and that takes time. The Dark Eldar, because they have such free access to webway portals, can do it without any penalties, which is really good in terms of movement. They can get all over the place very quickly. And Chaos. The bonus power is they can ignore supply lines. I'm not super 100% sure what that means. I think it means you have to have your territories connected in order to gain resources from them. I guess Chaos doesn't, because they'll just warp it all over the place, because, you know, they're connected to the warp. So, the all-important question, who do we pick? Well, I want to cross a few of them off. And I think I know who I'm picking with. I would be lying if I said I knew who I was picking with or who I was going to play before I started this video, which is a mistake. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but here we are. I'm going to eliminate Space Marines from the get-go, because I did Dawn of War Dark Crusade on the channel as Space Marines. I want to preemptively say I've played all these races on my own, but I want to eliminate the ones you've seen in person. So to begin with, Space Marines, out of the picture. Orcs are out of the picture, because we saw Orcs, and we saw another race, Chaos Space Marines. We saw them both when we played Winter Assault, because I played as Orcs and Chaos Marines. And I also played as Orcs, I think it was, when I did Retribution. So, doubly so, no Orcs. The only races we haven't seen on the channel are Tau Sisters, who are basically only existent in this game. Necrons, who are, again, basically only existent in this game. They're not available to play in Last Retribution, outside of Last Stand mode. Imperial Guard we haven't seen. Eldar we haven't seen. Dark Eldar we haven't seen. And will never see, spoiler alert, not playing Dark Eldar. That's it. Those are the only ones we haven't seen. Well, I can tell you one of these races is definitely one of my absolute favorites. It's not a race I play on the tabletop, but it's a race I've always kind of wanted to play on the tabletop. Because of that, I usually get very attached to their stories and their characters. So I think I will have the most fun playing as that race for my first experience. And that race is going to be Imperial Guard. The reason I picked Space Marines the first time for Dark Crusade is because I was still kind of learning how the map plays, or how the game mode plays in Dark Crusade, because it's not like it is in Winter Assault or the original Dawn of War. Now that I'm more familiar, I don't mind picking something a little bit more complex, and I am quite familiar with Guard. When I play Skirmish or multiplayer, I tend to lean pretty heavy into Guard. I like Guard a lot. I like their mentality. I like the options they have available to them. I like just how stern their generals tend to be. No pun intended. Cough. General Stern from Winter Assault. Cough. We will go ahead and read the fluff for Imperial Guard, because we are picking them. You are General Vance Stubbs, newly appointed to the 252nd Karava Conservator Regiment. You must be stronger and more disciplined than your predecessor, and reassert the Imperial Guard's right to rule the Karava system. Strike the alien and the heretic before you, but keep an eye open for elements of the Imperium who do not respect the worth of the Imperial Guard. Basically, you're going to be fighting Space Marines, and you just need a reason to do it, and it's all basically heresy, but I'm sure they'll come up with reasons for it when we actually invade their mission. I'm sure they'll bicker with each other like they did when I played Space Marines in the first game. So without further ado, let us pick Guard and get our Guard cutscene. Oh. Not a Guard cutscene. And here we are. And this map is a doozy. We are all the way over here. We are stuck on the planet with Sisters of Battle. Oh no. What does this do?
Welcome to the single-player campaign of Dawn of War Soulstorm. These tutorial windows will guide you through the first 2 turns of play and introduce key features of the Dawn of War campaign mode. This province is the icon of your command.
We're probably going to be okay without that. I should understand this for the most part. Well, there's a webway there. I don't know what that means for us. I guess I'm supposed to be here. That dot is supposed to be... No, I'm this dot. That's the sister. That's where their HQ must be. I'm here. I own Seemingly not a lot. I wish I could zoom in. That's the thing I wish I could do the most right now. I think I own... It looks like I own one single territory, to be honest. It looks like they gave me one single plot of land. Okay. I can do recon on here.
These arrows show you where your army can move or attack this turn. Red arrows indicate attack.
I'm going to go ahead and dismiss those. I don't think I'll need them. We can see what our bonus is for getting there. We can see the strength, how much requisition it is for. There we are. I can reinforce... Aha! This is better. I can reinforce this land, which gives me my bonus. Reduce production costs. Not really interested in doing that. Can I buy any honor guard? Nope. I don't get any war gear options. So I basically have to go into this first mission naked, which I guess is normal. I'm just really not looking forward to it. Well, let us go ahead and make a save. Because we could lose this. And more importantly, we also need to tell if we're going to lose our data, because that would really suck. Let's go attack this province right... Actually, no, we're better off going against this province right here. It is only strength 2, as opposed to strength 3. I don't want a sentinel as my bonus, but a sentinel we shall get. Let us attack. I'm sure I can only move one space at a time. As a skilled combatant consists of basic infantry, and the enemy has a single base. We're going to be fighting sisters. And that really, really sucks. Oh, that sucks. The sisters in this game are really, really good. I'm sure there's probably someone out there who's like competitively, the sisters are quite bad or something, but trust me, like, fighting like man versus AI, the sisters are a force to be reckoned with. So, we have a commander. We need to build some guard units to claim land, and we need to get our one constructor building our first power battery, because we need to start building a power if we're going to get off the ground here. Guard are extremely power, like, not reliant in the beginning, but get very power reliant towards their end, because they have a heavy reliance on big, nasty vehicles. I'm actually going to send you over here.
My faith is strong.
Okay, you're done with that. Immediately begin building an infantry command. And you help them. We should be able to get through this mission with relative ease, just like the normal campaign. For Dark Crusade, it should start easy and then get harder as it goes.
Objective secured. Reporting for duty, sir.
I want you to come over here and capture this.
You shall have your prize.
I want you to give up and come over here and build a listening post. You guys break off and capture that.
As you wish, so shall it be done. Secrets of the machine. I am honored that you.
As I have said before, I have a lot of experience playing guard, so if I appear to be moving too fast, I apologize. It's just because I know what I'm doing and I know what the AI is capable of if I don't move quickly. You guys need to go into blue. Okay, you're already in blue. Good. That needs to go into blue.
Objective secured. What now? Look out! Here they come!
I am on it.
You're being attacked. That's not what I meant to do.
It is my duty to serve. Keep in formation.
I managed to get this built, so that's good.
I am on it.
They have missionaries on the field. Missionaries are a really solid unit to be able to come right out of their opening building, which they can. And they already have battle sisters on me, which is, I guess, faster than what I was expecting to have to deal with battle sisters. Alright, I need another squad of guard. I've almost got the turret up on this. They're focusing on the turret and not on my tech priest, which is good. Means he can get that fixed.
It is my duty to serve.
And they have a cannoness. Okay.
Reporting for duty, sir. It will be my honor. Understood. Spare
You gotta go
none in
over
your
there.
fury.
I am on it.
Where'd you guys come
What
out of?
heroes?
There you are. You gotta get over here.
And Imperium.
To this side, where she's not focusing you, fix the building.
Taking hits. Standing.
Actually, if she's gonna focus the building, stay at range. Because she's better in combat than you are. I'm not gonna need a psyker. Sisters don't have infiltration units. Nope, actually they do. They have a Death Cult Assassin, and we're probably going to be seeing the Death Cult Assassin sooner rather than later.
If such is the Emperor's will.
And we have successfully fended off the first wave. Thank you all for watching. This is WellArmedWithTacos signing off, and when we come back, more Dawn of War, Soulstorm. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Take care, and bye-bye.